Hey, what's good everybody? Welcome back to another video. Now, I want to give you my first 24 hours with the Galaxy S24 Ultra. I did pick up the titanium orange variant. This is the unlock, so I can pretty much take it to any company I want in the United States. And I pretty much, when I buy my Samsung devices, I buy them from the Samsung website so I can have that freedom. I do not pick up any particular version of the phone. But at the same time, I do want to give you my first 24 hours impression of this phone. Now, I do have two other phones here, probably two of the best well-known phones so far this past tech calendar year. I have here the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I have here the Z Fold 5. Now, in a size comparison, the actual Samsung phone is much taller than the Fold 5 and the iPhone, and it's a little wider than both of these phones. Right now, out the box, this phone, the Samsung Galaxy S24, is running Android 14. Latest software as far as Samsung's One UI has the 6.1 version. It has Gorilla Glass armor on the front, and it has a Gorilla Glass panel on the back. Whether it's Victus, I need to investigate and find that out. The the titanium frame. I'm so used to saying aluminum, but the titanium frame, I really like that. I like the actual color of it, the way it accents with the orange. This is a really nice looking phone. I was kind of surprised. I actually like this particular color. The 120 hertz refresh rate on this phone is on point. It does not constantly stay at 120 20 hertz, but it varies depending on what you're looking at, which is pretty good when it comes to battery life. You do not want a phone with 120 hertz refresh rate constantly running that high on a panel like this. This is a dynamic AMOLED panel. Real nice. I'm glad that it went to a flatter surface, so again, you're able to have a more better S Pen experience with this particular phone. Now, the quad camera setup on the back, I don't know how it will compete with the iPhone. I like the way the iPhone doesn't oversaturate, and from some of the earlier footages I've been seeing with the S24, it still kind of mess around with people's skin tones, and I kind of wish somehow, you know, without having to edit the picture, that the first picture you take can be, you know, be the one that you really like. But I have seen some pictures with the S24 Ultra that didn't quite meet what I like when it comes to taking pictures. It does have a 50 megapixel telephoto lens. On board, does have optical image stabilization with the 5x optical zoom, which I think it will be better in comparison to last year's 10x. It does have a 10 megapixel telephoto also, and that's for micro shots. And then it got the 12 megapixel ultra wide with a very wide camera view of 120 degree field of view. So if that will make for great landscape shots, or if you're vacationing and you want to get a lot of people into one picture. Now, the selfie camera on this is it's a 12 megapixel sensor that shoots 4K 30-60 frames per second and 1080 at 30 frames per second. It does have the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, which is pretty fast. I did do my thumb fingerprint twice. I always recommend setting that up using the same finger at least twice on there to help for a faster response. You still have Samsung DeX on here, whether you're going to connect through your USB-C straight to a computer, and it can do it wirelessly. And the wireless one does have desk support, so you don't have to worry about losing out if you decided to use DeX in a wireless fashion. The 5,000 milliamp battery on board shouldn't have no problem getting through an entire day without charging. When you do charge it back up, it does charge. If you have a 45, it charges back at 45 watts when using a fast charging brick. So if you're at 0, you can get back to 65% in like 30 minutes. Wireless charging comes in at 15 watts, so that's pretty decent charging time, but it would take twice as long to charge this phone if you're trying to do it wirelessly. So keep that in mind. If you're trying to go somewhere really fast and you're short on time, it's better to charge it with a brick and the USB-C that comes with the actual phone itself. If you're going to reverse wireless charge another product, it does that at 4.5 watts. So it does pushes out 4.5 watts to things like earbuds and other items that you're trying to wirelessly charge, other phones and what have you. Again, I haven't taken advantage of a lot of the AI stuff with this. I'm pretty much I'm in what you call the setup phase, so I'm still getting things taken care of and trying to make this phone completely mine. I'm kind of setting up my home screens, signing into a lot of apps. You might be saying, well, you done had a phone now for a day, why haven't you done that? All that stuff take time. Be on the lookout for a much more detailed video down the road where I'm gonna maybe give you my opinion on the camera. I'm gonna show you probably some tips and tricks videos, so be on the lookout for those. And other than that, that pretty much does it for the first 24 hours with the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and other than that, I catch everybody in my next video. I'm out.